GST and SGST. That means the GST includes the state GST, that is SGST, plus central GST. Both are included in GST and both have the equal quantity. So if SGST is 10, CGST also is 10. So my problem is I need to find what is the rate at which SGST has been calculated. So what we'll do, for 500 rupees, the GST was 15. For 100, that will be how much? So what we will do is use a cross multiplication rule. 100 times 15 over 500. So the result I'll get is 3. So this is 3% is your state GST. So 3% central GST. That means 3% plus 3%, which will be equal to 6%, is the GST. Therefore, the right option is D. In the second problem, he says the discriminant, what is the value of discriminant if the roots are real and equal? We know that if D is equal to 0, roots are real and equal. If D is less than 0, the roots are imaginary. If D is more than 0, the roots are real and unequal. Now therefore, when I say D, what is D? D is nothing but it is b square minus 4ac for a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Therefore, D has to be equal to 0 for the roots to be real and equal. Then the answer is your option number C. Let us look at problem number 2. In this case, it is specified that the function f of x is equal to 2 times x square minus a times x minus 1. Now, if we have a function, let us say g of x, there is some function which is, and for which x minus a is a factor for this function g of x. That implies then g of a is equal to 0 by the statement of remainder theorem. Here you need to understand what remainder theorem is. Remainder theorem specifies that if x minus a is a factor for the function g of x, then f of this g of a is equal to 0. Let me apply the same for the given problem. Here, let us take x minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 1. Now, I'll try to find f of 1. When I'm trying to find f of 1, we'll plug in the value of x with 1. So, this is 2 times 1 square minus a times 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Upon simplifying, this becomes 2 minus a minus 1 is equal to 0, or this becomes 1 minus a is equal to 0, or a is equal to 1. Therefore, we got the value of a is equal to 1, implies the correct option is B. Now let us try to understand how to solve this problem number 4, which talks about order of matrix. But before I go into the solution of the problem, please remember this. That means, that is, if I want to multiply two matrices, let us say A, whose order is m cross n, and B, the order is n cross k. This is matrix multiplication is possible if and only if the number of columns in A should be equal to number of rows in B. Only then matrix multiplication is possible. Once the matrix now I know that multiplication is possible because columns in A is n, rows in B is n. Now the order of A cross B is eliminate n, it becomes m cross k. This is the order of the resultant matrix. Now, the question is a little bit different. If you look at the question, the given problem, this is 2 cross 2 matrix. This I don't know, but the answer is 2 cross 1. right? 2 rows and 1 column. Now in that case, what is the order of x he wanted to know? That means the x, if I'm looking at x, the order has to be 2, and then I don't know the next part of it. The reason being is the number of rows in column A should be equal to number of columns in A should be equal to number of rows in B. Now in that case, I've equated these two are done. Now the result is I need to get 1, therefore I can say you just fill in 1. Therefore the answer for your problem is 2 cross 1. Therefore the order of x is 2 cross 1.